Hello everyone, my name is Adrian Dema. I'm a mechanical engineering student.
My name is Grace Bertin, and I'm a freshman health science pre-PA major.
My name is Julianne, and I'm an architecture student.
And today we'll be addressing what it means to be a professional in each of our disciplines based off our research on professional websites.
All of our chosen majors are very different from each other. For example, as a physician assistant, I will work directly with patients to provide individualized care.
But Adrian and I will be working in the field of design where we discuss how to build things in a more sustainable way for a larger group of clients.
Additionally, we are focused on creating new innovations and improving the work in the field as a whole rather than focusing on individuals.
Although mechanical engineers, physician assistants, and architects are very different, our selected websites show similarities about being a professional in each field through the use of visual representation, shared organizational values, and professional development events. The use of rhetoric and multimodality of each text are important because it persuades the audience of how the selected websites show professionalism in our future careers. As stated in Writer-Designer, multimodality is defined as how we combine multiple different ways of communicating in everyday life. In simpler terms, multimodal text is any kind of text that uses modes of communication such as visual, spatial, linguistic, oral, and gestural. When combined, the separate modes work together to form a multimodal text, which can then be considered a rhetorical text, a text that tries to persuade the audience towards a certain idea. We identified certain modes of communication within our chosen websites, which supports the idea that all of these websites are used as rhetorical texts to persuade the audience of the profession's credibility. While analyzing the American Academy of Physician Assistants website, I noticed that when you scroll down the main page, there are two links labeled What is APA and Become APA. I believe that these are two crucial links for the whole website. The purpose of creating this website is to develop credibility for the profession of PAs and persuade practicing PAs to join the AAPA. But in order to fully understand what the AAPA is, they must first have a well-developed idea of what a PA actually is and what they do in their career, which is where these links become the most useful for the audience. These two links on the main page, when clicked on, provide the proper information to create credibility for the profession.
In analysis of the Institution of Mechanical Engineers organizational website, I was able to identify the goals of the organization and of the website. The IMEC really emphasizes accomplishment and innovation, as well as taking the initiative to draw in new members. They feature different articles atop the homepage in various sizes and schemes. For example, currently the Prestige Awards nomination link is the feature article on the page, which emphasizes rewarding contribution to the engineering field, as they offer prizes and status based off members' accomplishments and their contributions. As for the layout of the website, I would like to draw attention first to the statement atop of the website, as well as the latest news section. The statement reads, Improving the World Through Engineering, which describes the group's main interest. They are focused on innovating and making life easier worldwide. The latest news section draws attention to the exciting new innovations, and the grouping of images, as well as the selection of images, is meant to draw the eyes of new viewers to the website to make things interesting. Following that is a section of seminars and conferences, which are highlighted by the red bar on the images, and below that is a lot less of an emphatic or bold layout with less colors, including sections like training, policy, library, archives, and more. It would seem the lower you scroll on the site, the more links are meant for current members rather than new viewers, and the less attention is paid to grabbing new viewers' attention.
Within the American Institute for Architects website, I first noticed the images. A major trend throughout the site is that there are more photos than words. As soon as you open up the website, there's a huge photo of Los Angeles with a text that says, A20 tickets are now on sale. This not only draws in outsiders to learn more about the organization, but it also informs members of what things are occurring soon. Under each tab, there are also images. The main ones shown on the page are showing credibility through the images of designs in architecture and interior design that have won 2020 awards. When looking for resources or detailed information about the organization and what they do, there are photos that go along with their ideas. For example, there is information on leadership education, which is shown by a photo of adults speaking in front of a group of people. The layout for the AIA website introduces a series in which the audience should look at the information. Underneath the title, there are tabs that introduce different themes of organization. The first is labeled architecture, and within that slide, there is information about what the club is trying to achieve and what they have achieved. Like I stated before, there are numerous photos displaying the awards people have gotten through this club on their architecture designs. The next tab discusses the career of architecture, using logos as a way to inform the audience of all the information architects need to know being in the field. The next tab is advocacy, asking people to get involved, which cohesively goes along with the next section where events are posted. Putting these side by side persuades the audience to get involved. Unlike Adrian and Grace's website, in which they present new events almost weekly, my website introduces one event yearly.
When looking at the web text, a featured drop-down tab, a link to take you to a different part of the website, is placed at the top of the page, in line with the AAPA logo. This is at the top of the page because the viewer's eyes are focused on the top of the site, which draws the attention to the different categories. When you click on the About tab, there is an image with a man standing at a podium and a text box talking about the history of the association and a short description of their values. When scrolling down the page, the website further elaborates on the values of a physician assistant and the mission of the AAPA to encourage professional development in the career. Based upon this single page, the multimodal text utilizes many modes of communication that work together to become a rhetorical text and persuade the audience of the association and profession's credibility and professionalism.
After analyzing each of our websites, we were able to detect several modes of communication used within each text. These include both visual, the images that are presented, and linguistic, the information provided about the professional site. After studying each of our digital texts, all of us feel confident about the professionalism shown through the images and website as a complete multimodal text, which validates our choice in major and future careers.
It would seem after analysis that IMEC is more focused on drawing in new members using visuals and layout to present the most interesting parts of mechanical engineering to viewers of the website, though still having links to training, diversity, and events present on the homepage.
It is clear that each of our chosen professions are different, but all three web texts use different modes of communication to guide the audience through the website and advertise certain parts of the website, such as events and the About section. These sections discuss professional development opportunities as well as the values of organizations and our professions. All of these aspects combine to create a rhetorical text that helps persuade the audience of the credibility and professionalism of the career.